Yo, what's up, Hollow Cult? It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Welcome back to the night shift,
Rock the party.
the 100th night shift, which is bonkers.
Pretty wild.
I didn't realize we had hung out that many times.
We've been around for a hot minute.
Yeah. Welcome.
I wish we had camo tuxedos.
I wish we did too.
Pretty awesome.
Interestingly enough, I have a camo polo.
That works.
That's the next best thing.
That works.
Probably should have wore it. If I would have realized it was the 100th, I would have dressed up a little bit. I do have a Bucky's hat on though.
I always forget to wear my camo bucket hat.
Yeah, I might have one.
Oh, much love, guys. Much love.
Goddamn.
Look at everybody being sweet. Bunch of sweethearts tonight.
I know it's great. It's great. I'm actually not wearing any flavor. I know that's not true. I got camo slides on, so constantly have some flavor of camo on my body.
Yeah, I'm not far off either. I got camo slides and a camo hat.
Hell yeah. Usually I have multiple flavors of camo.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. Yeah, welcome everyone. Great to be here. Great to have all of you hanging out. Hell yeah, Twiz.
That super sticker.
What does it look like? I wish it'd show me what it looks like. Is it an actual sticker? How does this work?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know what it means. Oh, we got a whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop in the chat.
Yeah, this is the best.
Everybody that's here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell over there at YouTube. The YouTube is growing. It's growing. The for some reason the gate program episode Kyle put together is taking off.
It kind of is, and it's crazy. And have you been reading some of those comments?
No.
I read one the other day about somebody who was taken to military bases and shit.
God, we need to do an episode and just put everybody's comments together. And
that's what I was thinking. Like, this shit is wild.
Yeah, some of them are.
It is crazy because it seems like it goes up about 1,000 views like every other day.
Yeah, last time I checked it was at 7,000, which is
dang. Last time I checked was at 6.
It's hand over fist the highest viewed video that we ever have.
It's wild, man. I didn't realize how like big of a thing it was.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much it affected so many people.
Yeah.
There was other names for it too.
Oh, there was quite a few.
The MGM minor gifted something. I can't remember. There was a bunch. If you don't hit the like button, Shadow Man will come for you.
Ooh.
I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't be hitting the like button. I'd be trying to get it. Oh, much
yeah,
love. Thank you.
hell yes. God, you guys are just putting me in my feels,
Being
being
too generous.
generous, and it's cool. It's a cool community we built together here.
Yeah, for sure. For
Uh,
sure.
I'm thinking about I just threw this idea by Kyle. Once we get our what's up botched? Once we get our stuff together and we have time to do things, right? Like time like our stupid jobs take up. I was thinking about maybe starting a little series where I just buy haunted stuff online and see what happens.
It's not a bad idea.
You know? How do
I
we feel
think
about that?
I think we have to reevaluate our life path and go back to the pure mentality of head first.
Yes. Yes. You are correct. Because I'm like, there's a lot of haunted stuff on eBay that's probably not really haunted, but what if it is?
Oh, Minnie, I hold that thought. He says, "Does anyone notice there's been a decrease of incidents happening?" I disagree, and it is a talking point for us tonight, so keep that in mind.
Incidents. What kind of incidents?
Because I've been noticing something really strange lately. There's
How
a
do you
phenomenon taking off, and I wanna get everybody's try to do your best at being unbiased here. Objective whenever we get to that talking point.
I do want to F around and find out, actually. How do you buy things off the dark web?
That's a terrible idea.
There's probably haunted stuff on there.
There's probably explicit things that we can't talk about that'll end up on your doorstep that you probably don't want to have to be associated with.
Yeah, I'm not trying to buy that stuff. I just want haunted stuff.
No, I'm saying they're going to say it's this and then send you something else.
Terrible idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Now buy Dylan's debit card on the black market on the dark web. Head out to Greene County property and smack down with the washer. Yeah, I'm game. But yeah, I'm thinking about just like, all I need to do is buy one haunted thing to make it worth it, right?
Yes.
To set up an entire different computer for it. Do I though?
Like TMU, but darker.
Yes. Yes.
That's funny.
If anybody has any haunted stuff they want to send to me, feel free. If anybody comes across any haunted things for sale, I'm just gonna keep piling haunted shit in here and see what happens.
I mean, we probably should just keep it in the pod room and just let it become a whirlwind.
Yeah, I mean we got Luce over there.
She's holding the fort down.
We got that owl. He's on the other side. Oh,
Al is weird.
you can kind of see him. He's over there. Oh God, yeah, he's over there just kicking.
There he is.
Yeah, so it's fine. The more haunted stuff, the better. Honestly,
Yeah.
we don't want the Wish version of haunted dolls.
Mm.
I'm sure somewhere on the clear web there's stuff that sells haunted, but is it truly haunted stuff? I feel like all the good stuff is probably well in the annals of the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody ever hear if they found what's her face? The Annabelle doll. Have they found her yet, or what's up with that?
I've been hearing different things.
Yeah.
Been hearing different things that yes, they found her,
Mhm.
but it's a replacement doll
I mean, yeah.
to like let everybody think that she's been found. Last I heard that she went missing in Texas. I oddly enough was in Texas last week. Did not see her there. So do with that information what you will.
Chucky, how do you
Annabelle.
know she never went missing?
Hmm.
Oh, it was just a
Didn't go
rumor.
missing. It was a rumor. That was all over.
It was. It's ironic how fast things can take off on the internet, if
I
that's
do have
true.
some. I have uranium glass salt and pepper shakers, not haunted. Or if they are, it's I've not done anything cool yet. Internet rumor that wasn't actually true.
Womp womp.
But the prison breakout and the fire was real. So everywhere she's going, things are happening. But she's not missing.
Rachel, I don't know why you said fucking ticks, but I'm with that mentality.
They do suck.
Hmm.
Literally and figuratively. Raggedy Annabelle. Oh, I shared every one of those on the TikTok that I found. Was just her running around dancing and breaking out. See, Chucky, I heard that, but I heard that she's a replacement doll. That's not the real Annabelle back at the museum.
I could definitely see somebody wanting to steal her.
I need to look into like what the lore is, what the story behind her is. How did she become like the one of the most haunted artifacts in the paranormal world?
Well, she's one of the most famous ones, anyways.
Yeah, maybe not most haunted, but most publicly haunted.
I feel like there's definitely some crazy woo-woo shit out there somewhere that puts
You
her
know,
to shame.
I want to know. There's probably private collectors of haunted things. I know there is. They probably have
Guaranteed.
some dope shit.
Yeah, and they need to
Not
invite us over.
I'm not talking like Zach Bagans fucking paranormal museum. I'm talking like haunted shit.
I'm with it. I'm trying to see ancient scrolls and shit like that.
If I buy a scrying mirror and put it on my dresser where I sleep, good idea, bad idea.
Good idea.
Good idea. Been thinking about
What
it.
exactly does a scrying mirror do?
I don't know.
Okay. So then you definitely should put it there then. It's a great idea.
Yeah, because
The less we know, the better.
I feel like my ignorance.
Hey, Sarah says she got a haunted mirror, forgot that was in her place, and things got weird.
Hell yeah, send
Mail it to Steve.
it
Let's put
over.
it in the pod room.
I'll make a spot for it. Oh, that's a bad idea. The scrying mirror? But I feel hear me out, okay? So my um ignorance
It is for science.
my ignorance completely eliminates any intention that I have with the scrying mirror. So it's just gonna be a mirror because I'm too dumb to have any intention with it. Huh? Huh? It's a portal. Hmm. That's fine. If you sleep, it'll be okay. Just don't stare into it all night. What if I sleep stare into it?
That's awesome. Atomic. I had 24 hours of bad luck following, learning about Robert the doll and laughing about him.
Ignorance isn't an excuse for bad things. You know what? Sometimes Twiz gets in here and just spits cold hard truth.
Yeah, bringing the room down.
Look at Twiz being the voice of reason in the chat tonight.
So we need Twiz the whoop whoop gallon of gas guy. That's what we need.
They're to be used in total darkness, set up where you can't see yourself, but can see it in your side view. It will show you some crazy shit.
I mean, Could be weird.
Eh?
Could be weird.
I'm not responsible for what happens once it steps through that portal.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I do, as a matter of fact. Allegedly, you shouldn't have mirrors on the outside of your walls of your home because it will act as a portal for evil spirits to enter.
Like on the outside of your house?
Oh shit! Actually, I do, right above my bed. That's a lose.
On the outside of your house?
I think what she means is on the inside of your house, but on the outside wall, right? Not an interior wall, be an exterior wall.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, see, I think I got it right.
Inside, outside wall. Do I have?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
I do right above the bed. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Well,
It's probably the bean flicker. I
yeah,
mean, bean dropper.
yeah.
Bean flicker. I mean, maybe that too. I don't know.
Same thing.
It's fine.
Same thing.
It's fine.
I'm definitely not going to move mine.
Too much work.
Yeah. That's up to my wife.
The what? Don't worry about it, Twiz. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we had welcome mats too. You think welcome mats apply to vampires? Just a random thought.
I don't know.
Weird, right? It's weird. I feel like technically it should.
But does that give anyone just free pass to go into your house? If it gives a vampire, I feel like it extends to everyone. Criminals.
No, see, I think, criminals and vampires play by different rules.
Yeah. I don't know what mine says. I have a welcome app, but I don't know that says welcome. I almost got a Lord of the Rings one that said,
actually, Chris, I technically do. I have the mirror right above the headboard because he says, what if you put a mirror on the opposite of the mirror? Because then in theory, you'd be stuck in an infinite loop. Technically, I do because across from that, I have a TV. And you have your little TV reflection. So it's like a black mirror versus a regular mirror.
TVs are kind of like a scrying mirror, I guess.
I hope that what ends up happening now that we pointed this out is Power Man 5000 just constantly comes on. This is what it's like when worlds collide, and then you just have entities out of the black mirror and the regular mirror just trying to fight each other.
And then Power Man 5000 just playing a live set in your bedroom.
Yeah,
I fuck with that. Never have two mirrors facing each other. It brings in bad juju.
Sounds like we need to invest in more mirrors.
I welcome Matt. Let's come back with a warrant. Furry squad's here. Hell yeah. We got the juggalos. We got the furries. Everybody's just hanging out in here.
Killing the game, baby.
This is killing the game.
So I also want to point out, I did everybody a solid if you haven't done it, and this is my personal opinion, of course. I listened to that massive 3-hour podcast on Weaponized with Corbell.
Oh, dorks are us.
Don't fucking listen to it.
Got him.
If you were thinking about it, take my advice. Don't do it. Massive waste of time. Complete dog shit. Absolute waste of time. It was 3 hours that I will never, ever, ever get back.
Love it. Love it.
I will all day long take shots at that, Twiz. It was so bad.
Just a big nothing burger?
It pissed me off so bad because it was just like a dumb movie trailer where all the clips that have been hitting the internet, that was literally the last 10 minutes, at most 10 minutes on the third fucking hour of the show. The last bit of it was that clip, and that is the only thing worth listening to.
Was the one that we all heard on social media?
Yep.
We're not free. God is real. Blah, blah, blah.
And yeah, and I was hoping that there would be an elaboration on that because naturally, I feel like a good host would say, hey, let's talk about this. But they're like, no, that's all. It's good.
That was just ended it right there. Like, yeah,
Yeah, that was it. It was done.
sorry about it.
Such a waste of time. And I
I was
hate to be
wondering.
that way, but it was so bad.
No, you can be that way.
I was so mad that it was that much of a waste of time.
Do you think they edited out a lot of stuff? Do you think he
No.
actually talked about things that mattered and they kept it under wraps?
If they did, it was all fair. Maybe not though, because I did point that out to you as I'm listening to it. It did feel like there were edits in there.
That's what I was wondering. If
And I know at one point they did redact somebody's name that worked at the Pentagon, some woman.
Mm.
The way I see it, asshole, if you're going to come out and say it, just come out and say it. That's my opinion. Like, if you're going to be a whistleblower, blow that bitch. Blow it sky high. Like, and that was the other thing, too, is that he was going on there for his safety at that point. You know, to kind of like put the biggest light out that he could.
Yeah.
And it was nothing. It was absolutely nothing.
Like
blah, blah, blah.
Squirrel Wrestler. We're talking about the Weaponized podcast that dropped with whistleblower. What is his name?
I don't even care.
Matt Brown.
Because he's not. Yeah, I think that's it. But he's not one. It's fucking fake. I felt like most of it was disingenuous at best. I don't know. It just didn't. I did not get the vibe that this is real. Which, actually, ironically enough, Steve, now I think about it, because I'm seeing people say maybe disinformation. It kind of brings me to my next talking point, which I hate to kind of blow it this early, but it might turn into something.
Roll with it.
Am I the only one? And this is where I say, please try to stay objective and think about it. Don't just jump. I know a lot of you are just going to jump, and that's fine.
You can do that.
I have been noticing a bizarre, strange uptick. And I want to know if anybody else has noticed it too. A bizarre, strange uptick in the pushing of religion. Has anybody else noticed this? It is blowing my fucking mind how magically all these people once again we're going full circle, and it is just pushing religion at every fucking corner, and it blows my mind as how all of a sudden this has just, it was almost like the UFO phenomenon. Whenever we started getting disclosure on that, it just was hammering, right? UFO. And now all of a sudden it has completely, the UFO agenda has taken breaks, and now they have opened the floodgate for religion. Like, and you're seeing it in the most bizarre places. Like, they're talking, Joe Rogan is starting to go to church. And the fact that, like, at the end of, I'm so glad you brought it up. The end of that core bell, he said, God is real. Like, there's this big push on religion right now. And it is I'm not trying to take away from it at all, but I always kind of have a red flag when all of a sudden these things just start hammering hard. It makes it feel like somebody's pushing that with an agenda out there for some reason.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It feels completely like underground agenda. I wonder if it has to do with like the Pope dying and like that whole big talking point that was rolling how long was that? Was that a month ago? I don't even know. But there's all these other, like, what is it, Project 2025? I'm wondering like how that falls into it too. Like, you know, trying to force religion back into like the family unit and all that shit.
Like, it almost just makes me wonder if, but I don't even know. Like, and I'm not, listen, guys, I'm not taking away from anybody's pursuit of God or reconnecting with Jesus. Like, that's great. It's fantastic. All the love to you. My and I don't believe that you're falling victim to that. I think what I'm referring to is this narrative. This narrative's coming from somewhere, and I do not believe for a second that it is out of the kindness of people's heart. I think a lot of time when you see these sudden pops of things, they're being pushed for a specific agenda. That's what I think. Because we all know the algorithms are highly maintained and groomed. We know that they're curated. And so the fact that this is now making its rounds, it makes me wonder if there is a control aspect to it. Like maybe religious people are easier to kind of control in a roundabout way. And I don't know if that fully makes sense in my head right now, but it's weird. The whole thing's weird because, like I said, I've just been seeing it so much. So many conclusions are shifting toward religion. This whole religious narrative, and I'm kind of baffled as to where it's unfolding.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I've been kind of absent on social media the last like little bit, so I guess I haven't really noticed it as much. And my algorithm's pretty much devoid of a lot of that anyway. But I wonder what like to what end, you know? Like are they priming us up in the religious aspect for like alien disclosure?
I
Like
don't know, man.
is it to combat it, you know? Like
I that makes more sense than full disclosure. Is maybe this is somebody's attempt at combating disclosure?
yeah, or like Chucky said, what if they're pushing like a Bledsoe angle? Like when these things show up, they are the gods, you know?
Maybe,
Which
but
would
I still think that I don't think that narrative works because everybody has this perceived notion of what Jesus looks like. You know what I'm saying? That seeing maybe the Nordics pull it off, but like the Greys or the reptilians or the insectoids, ain't nobody buying that praying mantis over there is Jesus.
I feel like some people probably would.
Okay, some people might, but I feel like the mass majority is going to go, no,
Yeah.
that's definitely not him. Okay, I've got a picture of him hanging on my wall. That's what Jesus looks like. I don't know. And that's also Rachel. I don't know what any of that means. God's throne is planet Nibiru, but it is weird to see people start bringing that up again in conjunction with this religious stuff. Nibiru has been brought up a lot. I just listened to a Rogi podcast where they were talking about maybe the Anunnaki is real. Steve, I know you've heard stuff lately about the Anunnaki. I've heard stuff lately about the Anunnaki. I don't know. All these old narratives are starting to boil back to the surface in a time when technically I don't think that it should be boiling to the surface. In Mantis we pray. Yeah.
It
Because like we were on such a hot streak with UFO disclosure. It was the road was clearly being carved in one direction, and now all of a sudden it feels like there's a left turn coming up, and I'm trying to wrap around in my brain what's going on.
is it to take I mean, could it be to take away from how fast disclosure was moving?
Maybe
Maybe
my
there's
brain's kind of going that way too.
maybe the timeline shifted a little bit, you know, like because whenever disclosure was coming fast, we were like, okay, they have a deadline. Like they have a deadline, they need to get this out there. Maybe the deadline's been pushed back, so they're like, okay, we can kind of, you know, take our foot off the gas a little bit here and focus on. But that doesn't make sense either.
I don't know. Like I said, I've been noticing this mash push of religion again. And what's even crazier, it's not like specific religion, it's just religion. Like people's belief in God is like, I don't know, it's skyrocketing all of a sudden. Not that, once again, I'm not taking shots. I just feel like when narratives get pushed and they hit hard, there's a reason behind it. And I don't think that our social media feeds are anywhere near close to honesty.
No, like they're anything that comes across there has some sort of underlying agenda. But it's like, what is the agenda? And they like we talked about in the last night shift, like Chucky just brought up, they have been like there've been people pushing that there is a planet at the back end of our solar system. There's something with some sort of mass out there. Like be it Nibiru or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I said, it's been a bizarre, and I haven't even. I'll be completely honest. I'm like you, Steve. I have not been on social media hardly at all lately. It's just ironically, the times I do hop on for the couple minutes here and there, I just get these curated things of just. And it's not. I don't know. The weird thing is, it's almost like subtle, just like in the Corbell thing, where the last 5 minutes of a 3-hour podcast, somebody whistleblower makes the comment, God is real. That's as far as the detail. Like, it's just these little fucking breadcrumbs. Joe Rogan's going to church. Okay. Like, it's just these little bitty breadcrumbs that are just kind of seemingly all over the place. And it just, for me, it feels off. Something doesn't feel right with it. Because let's be honest, guys. What do you think, Steve? The past 15 years probably has just been a slaughter for religion, at least here in America, of being just stomped out of our system.
Yeah, it has taken a drastic shift.
Oh, absolutely. It has, in my opinion, has done nothing but tank for the last at least 10 years.
And it's also a very good method of control.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it almost makes me wonder if there's some type of chaotic play going on with a control mechanism.
Yeah, because a lot of people put religion and morality hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to do this, you got to be good, you got to do this to get to heaven, blah blah blah.
And to be fair too, and this isn't taking shots, but I feel like a lot of religious people, I don't think they need as much proof for circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're a lot more accepting of circumstances where things will happen and they're just like, hey, that was God's plan, baby. Roll with it. And they don't need a big, long, drawn out scientific explanation or an explanation period. They're just part of the plan. And they're cool with that. And that's fine. Like, I'm not taking shots at all. But I'm worried that they're going to re-engage and re-manipulate religion all over again and really start fucking with people.
And that could be too, like is here in America is because of the political parties. Like, Republican Party is a very staunch Christian values, right? They're
Maybe
really set in that. Maybe because we know the people with the money manipulate.
Oh yeah,
the algorithms and what comes across social media. That could be it too. I don't.
And Bob, like, I think as far as it's weird because I think because the way I grew up, when I view religion, it is more from like a Christian Catholic standpoint because that's kind of how I was raised. But in regards to there's no specification of what it is. It's I just hear a lot of God talk, like, or going to church again, or God is. I've heard a lot of God is real, and just these little fucking breadcrumbs everywhere, and it's just so weird because my feeds are all chaos. It's usually not one singular thing, and I've been seeing articles pop up, and I feel like more and more people are talking about it. I don't know. I hope it's a good thing. I hope maybe I'm just looking at it differently. I think I'm rightfully weary of when big narratives get pushed all of a sudden. Maybe it is the collective consciousness shifting. I don't know, but it's just hard for me to believe that whenever, like I said, for the most part, it feels like anyways that religion even spirituality, religious belief systems. I just feel like they've taken such a beating over the past 10 years or so that they have done everything in their power to almost eliminate it from at least Western culture. And now all of a sudden, it's almost like it's shifting back to re-engaging again. And I'm just kind of curious of why and where that re-engagement is coming from.
Man, I don't know. Like there obviously has to be something at play for it to be firing up again.
I don't know. I just have a bad feeling with it. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like there's too much of a push. Like too many cards are falling into place. And like I said, when I see these big narratives blow up, it always makes me question what's really going on.
Yeah, and the fact that the UFO agenda has kind of fallen to the wayside is crazy. Especially like probably since the beginning of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like we
It's
had
definitely had a lot of brake pumps.
congressional hearings and all kinds of stuff, and now it's just nothing. It's weird.
I mean, Olivia, I'm with you. I think that humanity has gone full circle to where we can't like trust no one, trust nothing is pertinent because we're in a time now where honestly, you can't even believe what you see on the internet anymore.
No, no, and I mean, yeah, you don't even know where to go to get your information anymore,
That's what I
like,
mean.
especially if how do I say it? Like independent media sources, like a lot of times I feel like podcast is a pretty independent media source. Not that
Mhm.
Rogan is, because like obviously he's bought and paid for, you know.
There's probably some fine lines that are all
Yeah,
around there.
but things that you used to be able to turn to kind of get information, you know, I don't know that it's not biased, but information that you wouldn't normally get on mainstream media
Yeah,
is now being manipulated and turned. I think that was probably a big part of the plan, you
yeah,
know, especially once digital media started taking off, the powers that be knew people would flock to it, knew people would go to, like, these underground sources of information, and, like, money talks.
yeah.
They were probably bought out, and now it's just you don't know who you don't know what's real. You don't know what the agenda is. You don't know, like, why these things are happening. I don't know, it's fucking weird.
It is weird, and I'm loving the fact that there's so many people in the chat saying, get off the internet and go outside more and do shit like that's amazing advice. It really is. Getting away from social media and stuff is so refreshing for your brain and your soul, and you should definitely do it. Definitely do it. And I try to listen to more like-minded people like us that ask questions and try to be genuine and at least try to look at it from as many different angles as they can. I don't know. I have a pretty good smell dar for dipshits, and when people aren't being extremely honest.
Smell Darfur dipshits, I love it.
Yeah. That's the best I can come up with on the fly.
I got it.
I don't know. I just a lot of times I have a good sense of people, and I don't know. Like I said, that Corbell just felt all fucking weird. They didn't feel right. And it's the way it sounded, and it sounded like there was little audio breaks here and there. And I don't know, it just didn't I don't know. I just feel like you would probably be a lot more scared if you're blowing the whistle on the Pentagon.
And like like you said, if you're gonna blow the whistle, why redact stuff? Like, you know,
Yeah,
you're
fucking
putting yourself
let
out
the
there.
smoke go.
Exactly.
And all they officially did in that episode was redact one woman's name, and they acted like she was the end all be all. I wouldn't give a fuck. I would be because at the end, like he even portrayed it as a hard ass of being like, it doesn't matter if I get offed, if I get clipped. It's not even that big of a deal.
Which is the same thing Corbell did during the government, during the Senate hearings and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's interviews with him like, oh, me sharing this information, there have been threats on my life, this, that, and the other. And maybe there have been, but like not that good of a threat.
Yeah.
You're still out here cooking, still out here
That's what I'm saying.
putting people out there. Like, if they didn't want you to talk about it, dog, you wouldn't be fucking talking about it. That's as easy as it is.
Yeah.
You're not putting forth any groundbreaking information that they don't want out there.
Yeah. And
Because
I
guess
feel
what?
like,
They would shut you the fuck up.
yeah. And I feel like if you were going to blow the smoke, you got to do it in one unpredictable shot. You let it fly. You don't soft disclose here and then go over here and do another one and then go over here and do another one. You don't beat around the bush. You let it fly because that's the only shot you got.
Bob's 100%. Do we think anyone would ever be allowed to release info of any power or worth on a planned recorded show?
No.
No, it'd never make the air. That's
Yeah.
why that's why you have to take like these Reddit whistleblowers and these 4chan whistleblowers with a grain of salt, because people that are privy to information that's not supposed to be out there, like they can drop that stuff on there. There was one, man, I can't remember which one it was. Something dropped on 4chan and the entire board went down
I
afterwards.
think that was one of those alien pictures.
Was it? Yeah, it was. The
Yeah.
entire board went down.
Yeah.
When it came back, it was gone. That's the shit. That's stuff that's not supposed to be released, right?
I think
Not
so.
not I'm gonna put out a 3-hour podcast on every major streaming stream ever and tell you all kinds of information that the government doesn't want you to know.
And I
No,
think
you're fucking not.
And see, I think I agree with that, but also I'll throw in a variance here as well. I think that some people that come out, and tell their stories, I think there's reality to that, and I think it's like a twofold system, right? A lot of times those stories are hard to believe because there's some crazy shit that goes on in those stories, and instead of it's probably far more complex because now I'm thinking about it, because there's probably bots that help discredit you in the comment section. And then on top of that, there's probably a form of suppression that happens to people. I feel like if you and me were onto something, right? Say we threw out this fucking weird hypothetical and we start kind of chasing it around. We don't have actual evidence behind it, but it's the dead on truth. We don't know it's the dead on truth, but it is the dead on truth. I think instead of coming at us full throttle, it's a way smarter move to be like, oh, shadow ban, suppress this show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, put a huge hindrance on that message.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If we had a badass theory and it was dead on the truth, we didn't know it was the truth. And then all of a sudden that episode gets smoked. It's gone.
That's a red flag.
It's a little bit of a red flag. And then what's that do? That puts guys like you and me chasing the rabbit now.
Yeah.
Well, now we're on to something. We're smelling smoke. We gotta go.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be relentless in that pursuit. But if you just tamper it enough, don't let these truths get exposed. They don't catch traction. And if they stay low, like, some of our shit it's just low. I think people look at that and go, it's probably nothing. It's good. That episode's only got 300 views. That's dog shit. These guys are nuts.
Yeah.
And I do think there are a lot of psychological tricks like that are played on a day-to-day basis across the internet.
Yeah. 100%. Like that's it. hand over fist. Like if this guy was dropping groundbreaking information that's going to change the outlook of the of culture and of humanity, do you think there'd be 10 million TikToks of him dropping his one-liner? No, there would not.
That dude would have done been ghosted.
Yeah.
Because apparently he's been trying to blow the whistle for years now, trying to get into Congress and all that shit, and they just basically ignored him, apparently. As soon as they found out he was going to Congress, he would have got clipped. If it was real and like damaging, he's disappearing.
Because I mean, like what real big chunks of information have been dropped since disclosure?
Nothing.
Just the fact that they're acknowledging that there are non-human intelligences and that there have been craft retrievals of things not of this planet.
Okay, that's shit we've been known. And then with that Corbell, that's the other thing too. It's a great kind of bring up here. That whole thing was supposed to be on Immaculate Constellation. That's kind of what blew the fucking lid off of it, right? He randomly on a server randomly finds Immaculate Constellation and reads through it. He thinks it's a war game or some stupid shit like that. And yet, here you are, and this is what is so fucking mind-blowing. Here you are with the entire breakdown of Immaculate Constellation, and during this 3 fucking hour show, do you go into detail about Immaculate Constellation? No, not really.
Just a fucking nothing burger. Yeah, that's 100% it, Twiz. They killed a president on live television in front of a public audience. If you have some information, you whistleblower guy, that they don't want you to talk about, guess what? You're not going to talk about it. It's never going to make it out there.
I do think that there are truthers out there that are on to shit, without question. But I think for the most part, a lot of these people kind of stick to themselves and stay quiet.
Yeah.
And they probably do get low-key threats here and there, because there's no reason. That's what's so interesting about our field, is that even if you and me, Steve, stumbled on the truth, there's no immediate reason to gun for us, to clip us, right? Because, okay, we have the truth, but now we have to prove it to everybody else. We could have 100% dead proof and air it, and not a single soul believe us.
No. If there is going to be nuggets of truth that are put out there, it's not coming from a Corbell podcast. It's not coming from a Sean Ryan podcast. It's not going to be on these shows that have millions and millions of listeners.
Ironically, you name drop that. I've been hearing more and more from bigger shows, high likelihood Sean Ryan's controlled opposition.
Shocking.
Yeah. I mean, I said that a long time ago. Whenever remember when he suddenly popped off, and I'm like, it's kind of weird how hard he slammed.
Yeah.
And now I hear bigger shows make the same comment about how he's a plant. I'm like, that's kind of weird. That's weird how that works.
So you're not going to get the information you want from a show that's got a million followers. It's not going to happen. That's not how things work. If shit's going to get dropped, it's going to get dropped in the corner of the internet where people don't fucking deal with it that much. It's going to get dropped anonymously on sites like 4chan, because everybody immediately discredits it. Like, because there's 100 people dropping fake disclosure shit over there. So you have one person drop real information, it's just going to get lost in the shit anyway.
Yeah.
And it's
honestly, I like it sounds crazy, but I like places like 4chan because of that.
Because of the anonymity.
And like you said, because how fast it can get lost in the ether. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be lost so fast because there's so much going on over there.
Yep.
And like you said, there's anonymity. There's all types of stuff for people to go there and blast it out there, and it's like just taking a shot in the dark and letting it stick where it sticks, and then turn around and walking away.
Yep. Just
Bye.
put it out there and see what happens. You
And then
know.
on top of that, you can, if you wanted to take extra measures, you could go to your fucking public library 10 towns over, get on the internet, drop your story on 4chan, turn around and walk the fuck away and disappear like a ghost in the night.
Yep. And there's a chance that nobody even reads it.
That's 100%.
You know, or people read it and they're like, "This is fake." And
Yeah.
that starts the ball rolling, where like it just gets lost. It just gets lost in the sauce, man.
And that's the other tactic too. That's a great tactic by opposition is nowadays all you got to do is fill the comment section with a bunch of naysayers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And because naysayers alone will sway opinions of people coming to digest the content. Like you'll read a story and then you go into the comment section and it's all naysayers. You're gonna go, oh, that sucks. The story blew. It was just fake. Yeah, on to the next one, right? And it could have been a real story the whole time, but you allow that the troll farming, as Agent Green says, you allow it to infect your brain and sway your judgment.
Yeah, and I feel like it sucks that it's like this, but any show with a mass amount of followers, like you're falling on ears that are gonna control and direct your narrative, whether you know it or not, whether they offer you money, whether they send people to your show for you to interview that's completely 100% disinformation. You don't know any better. You know, you're
Yeah.
just interviewing people. But they have the ability to get that message out there, and I feel like the bigger you are, the more of a stranglehold they have on you for putting out information.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, because I didn't even think about it like that. Like all they'd have to do is just send people your way to
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
'Cause, I
Come in
mean,
with a
yeah, I
fantastical
never really
story,
thought about it. Like, yeah, I have this great story, and you're like, hell yeah,
because like, especially if it's something fantastical, like how are you gonna vet it? How are you gonna like
you can't.
fact check it? You can't.
No, you can't.
Can't. And all it has to do is steer your narrative one way, and then that's throw like the path has been burned. It's directed that way now because you've just put it out there.
Yeah, and Twiz is right. It's always been this way. It's just as you're right, it is amplified, and uh, also I think it shows everybody's maturity as you age. You can become a little bit wiser, and you start putting these puzzle pieces together. But it's still at the end of the day, it's why I love this so much because there's so much uncertainty in what we're doing that it makes it all fun for me, you know? And I know without a question, without a doubt that this shit is real. It's just finding the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
Because I've experienced it. Steve's experienced shit. I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced shit. And so it's just, I don't know. This is all of I kind of like it too, because I like even the people there in the chat. This feels like a little intimate campfire where we're all on this little journey together to get the truth out. Not even in like a mass way. Like a lot of people in our community solely focus on getting to the top, making as much money as they possibly can. And then that's it. Like they lose focus of what the real mission is. And that's to, embark on this journey with everybody here with us.
Try to figure shit
Fucking
out.
see some weird shit.
Try to figure shit out, man. Yeah, the truth is not sensational. It just is. BS sells. And the shitty thing is like you can't like it's so hard to like vet out I don't know. You almost can't, right? Especially if you do like interview based stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell somebody, hey, your story's too sensational. Like a
No,
school
you
party.
can try. Like you can try to ask questions to get more, verification out of a scenario.
Yeah.
But even with that, I mean, you can only go so far. And I'll be first to admit, I love a good story regardless. And then after I listen to the story in my own head, I'll determine whether you're bullshit or not. I still may like your story.
I'm just reading the chat. Don't mind me. Talk amongst yourself. Real stuff is wrapped up in a hidden branch of physics that's all hidden behind nuclear secret laws, so you don't have to say it's a UFO because its label is nuclear material.
I mean, I could see that.
I'm just trying to buy haunted artifacts.
I'm just trying to see everything.
I feel that.
That's all I want, man. I just want to do some cool stuff.
Same.
That's all. I just want to be the underground paranormal kings.
There's a rogue zebra running rampant in Tennessee.
Really?
I swear I saw an emu here once when I was riding the bus home.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw a wolf in Calhoun.
My grandma says she swears that she sees wolves on the like up in the backwoods.
Oh yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like the bigger show you have, the
Oh, yeah.
more opportunity there is to be disinformation sown through your show,
Oh, of course.
which
It's
sucks.
cool. It does suck, but it's part of the process, right?
Oh yeah, I did like. Okay, Mitty says, Steven, speaking of artifacts, what about those UFO metal objects captured in Colombia? But what is it? The Boogosphere,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
which is I don't know. There's a video of it crash landing. They picked it up. It's weird. It's just this metal ball, and it's got all these interesting carvings on the outside. And while it's cool to the touch, if you dump water on it, the water vaporizes.
That's
It's just
weird.
weird. It started emitting radio signals now. People are
That's weird.
picking it up. I don't know what it is. If it's a hoax,
There's a lot
great.
of people calling bullshit on it from
Yeah.
what I've been hearing. I haven't actually gotten to look into it too much. I had completely forgot about it until you just brought it up, to be honest with you. But I do know there's a lot of people that are calling bullshit on it.
It's weird. If it's a grift, it's a good one because it's interesting. It's interesting.
Because would they shoot it down with some type of fucking like giant taser thing or some shit?
I didn't know they shot it down.
That's what I heard, is that they shot it down with something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I said, "Man, that looks a lot like the one that was landing on the damn runway."
I remember you showing me pictures of that.
Yeah,
That he
let's
brings
look
that
at the
up.
Boogosphere. Talk
I,
amongst yourselves.
I remember that. Now that you say that.
And it does look very, very much so.
Yeah, I absolutely remember you saying that they were landing like on the runway, and there was a picture of it.
Yeah. How do I make this?
Because I remember being kind of confused. I guess because in my head I pictured it as no, that was during the drone craze, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
And when all the drone stuff was popping off.
Okay, let me screen share this. Who wants to look at the sphere? Who wants to look at the sphere?
Is this which one is it that you're going to
This
show?
is the one from Colombia. The
Okay.
actual sphere. It's got the weird I'm just gonna allow this. I don't know what's happening. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, there it is. It's got these weird carvings on it and all sorts of weird stuff. What's it say up here? A metallic sphere discovered in Colombia has sparked debate about its origins, with some suggesting extraterrestrial involvement. The object, found to have strange markings and an interior structure defying conventional manufacturing, has been interpreted by some as a message for humanity. However, experts urge scientific examination, cautioning against jumping to conclusions and emphasizing the need for rigorous investigation.
No, JJ, if you know what the message says, please inform. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah,
It's
and
not. No,
then
it's not anything that I feel like humans couldn't do.
no, a lot of people say that it does look very man-made. But there's videos of them like dumping water on it and the water turning into just vaporizing, but they're still touching it. So, you know,
Yeah,
it can be super hot. They said there's radio signals emerging from it and all sorts of stuff.
I'll be honest. I'm slightly skeptical of it, but that's me.
I wish it were real.
It very well could be. I'm not. Don't take my word for it. I have no clue.
Now let's look at the one that
Wasn't there like renderings of the airport one too? Didn't you show me like somebody rendered? I don't know. I thought somebody 3D rendered it.
yeah, I don't remember what I
JJ says it says the origin of birth through union and energy in the cycle of transformation, meeting point of unity, expansion and consciousness, individual consciousness.
Here is the Manchester Airport sphere. These are screenshots taken from a video, November 2024. This thing, almost exactly the same as the Boogosphere video. It's flying, comes down. Mysterious round blue object sighted at Manchester Airport yesterday, igniting online chatter about possible UFO origins or UAP origins. It's kind of similar. Definitely is.
Bob says saw a TikTok of a water fountain or urinal with water atomization tech, water vaporized when splashed on it.
Oh, so it's a piss ball. Hmm. Well played, aliens.
This is just some clever marketing scheme
I love that
for piss balls.
They're just holding an alien urinal cake in their hands, and the aliens
That
are like, these
sucks.
idiots. These fucking
That
idiots.
sucks. That sucks.
Very interesting. But I did see some stuff on the sphere. I don't know how I feel about it. Like it could very easily be man-made. You know,
I don't know how I feel about it either. It's weird. I try to avoid a lot of mainstream news cycles.
Hi, I'm Kyle. This is the piss ball. And like we know that it's easy for humans to produce those kind of things. Like look at all the obelisks that were showing up.
Yeah, that's
Like
a
a lot
good
of those
point.
prove to be man-made. So
It's crazy that people like I don't know. It's people, but I guess it's not really that crazy that people want to do that because for some reason it is a thing. Everybody wants to go viral.
yeah, people like to be a
Everybody
part of
wants
something.
limelight, which I understand, I guess, but I don't know, man.
They just love to be a part of something.
Yeah, I get it. I do.
Oh, I see JJ in there. JJ didn't hear my great idea. JJ, I think I'm gonna start buying haunted things off of the internet just to see
She
what
loves
happens.
it. She supports it.
Good idea, bad idea.
She said, "Great idea, Steve."
If I get a scrying mirror and just put it in my bedroom, good idea, bad idea.
Fantastic.
Because in my brain, if I buy enough haunted stuff, something's bound to happen, right?
Brother John, maybe that's where Steve and I go wrong. We're not necessarily in the hunt for being famous.
Bad idea. That's 100% a great idea. Make sure you close all the windows and doors and keep your house dark with no protections.
That's kind of the idea.
It's fine. Just turn your house into a crypt full of haunted stuff.
Hey, technically it'll fit right in because it'll be part of the cemetery then.
I do live next to a cemetery.
Yeah, so it kind of it is kind of appropriate. So everything you're saying right now is kind of pretty dead on.
We do have a P.O. box for mail.
Yeah.
Do you have haunted stuff you're going to
It's
send?
in the show notes.
Yeah, it's in the show notes everywhere. It's fine.
Dope.
This premium 1907 possibly still haunted mirror is up for grabs.
How did you de-haunt it?
Can you de-haunt something?
I mean, I'm sure you can. I think the proper word would be cleanse, but I like de-haunt better.
Yeah. If I was a ghost and I found a magnificent 1907 mirror that I attached myself to, if somebody de-haunted me, we're going to have words.
Bro, this is the best ever. Put the haunted item between two mirrors facing each other. I just instantly picture Steve and I. Now we're not only trying to get the truth and have weird experiences, we're going to start trolling paranormal entities.
Yeah, we are them.
That sucks.
The P.O. box, if the things don't fit in the P.O. box, they just hold it at the post office for me. So you can send us whatever your heart desires. They know I get weird shit. The giant owl came in the P.O. box.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it in a bunch of pieces? Yes. Did I have to glue it back together? Also, yes. But was there a mysterious brown liquid on the inside? Yes. Could it be blood? Maybe. I don't know. I just glued it back together. Not my problem.
Oh wait, did she done? Oh, sage ceremony. And then she told us to get out, and then the door slammed.
If you guys want weird, please learn to message each other and timestamp them, or record and journal them all for us.
What does that mean?
The haunted stuff?
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Oh, JJ's gonna send us ghosts.
Cool.
Does that count?
I don't know.
I mean, it does kind of count.
Kind of.
Document your weird experiences.
I mean, we kind of do that anyways.
Yeah, via the show.
Yeah, I do. As much as I can remember anyways, because I'll have weird shit happen and then I usually bring it up to you guys.
Yeah, but I also want to collect haunted things. I have
Then we have to troll said haunted things.
Unless they're cool.
I was gonna say I'm not trolling Lucy because she's been pretty legit. So
yeah, she hasn't even fucked up shit.
No, she's like I said, she's been pretty chill for a nefariously haunted thing.
Yeah, for what?
Pretty chill.
For what was deemed as a negative attachment, she's been pretty pretty.
Like the last thing I can remember happening is like on our way home, she opened the door for herself.
That was weird.
That was strange. But outside of that, like she's been pretty legit.
The one time all of the things were all messed up on the what the fuck is this thing called we record through? The mixer.
Oh yeah.
Which,
where the knobs were fucked with, but
yeah, she may have just been
she's just doing her thing.
May have just been recording her own podcast. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or go ahead and invite a bunch of weirdness into your homes and let me know how that works out for you.
We can do that at Steve's house, not so much mine because I have children.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine.
JJ was the sass tonight.
I'm just trying to make sure we don't lose the show because Steve's in. If I were going to end up in a padded room, it would have already happened.
Yeah. I'll just give him a shot of pure monster.
She's probably content due to the proximity of what's across the road. Yeah.
Maybe. Never thought about that.
The haunted collectibles must be placed in a caged octagon for entertainment purposes. Entity Battle Royal.
And Steve technically has forms of communication for her hanging on the wall too. So Lucy kind of has it made.
Yeah, it's fine.
And we completely ignore all advice, and we drink and eat in the pod room too.
Yeah, I was very much told not to drink or eat in the same room with her. Apparently, there's some kind of energy thing there.
Yeah, we do it anyways.
I'm not supposed to like make barters with her or any kind of deals. Eh.
John, why are you walking barefoot through X?
Ooh, walking barefoot. I don't even walk barefoot in my house. Just got a weird thing.
I do. I like walking barefoot.
Guess I have to get used to listening to their old content. It's fine.
What does that mean?
She thinks I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get haunted into the point of mental breakdown.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Joke's on you. I'm already having a mental breakdown.
Ooh.
Fully functional mental breakdown. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
I mean, Steve and I are cosmically connected.
And a lot of people tell us that we need to use protection.
Yeah.
Metaphysical protection. In the things that we do. Do we listen? No. So how's that?
I don't walk around outside barefoot. I just walk around inside barefoot.
People
And
do want your.
Steve's not gonna go crazy.
No, that would have happened a long time. I'm as crazy as I'm gonna get. Do that information as you will. I'm just trying to I just need to experience weird shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need that for my own peace of mind. Okay? Like I need paranormal bullshit.
That's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of a cool fuel.
The ghosts would get tired of me. I'm not an easy person to live with.
Well, I think initially it'd be shell shock, but after a while you just get complacent with it, and then finally I think you just tell it to shut the fuck up.
The possibility exists that you either have some sort of protection on the other side, or you have a guardian angel that is watching over you a little too closely, keeping all the cool stuff from happening.
Yeah, right, Kaylee. Did you listen to the last episode? There were dudes that fit me and Steve's description that got skinwalker cursed because they were on the land. I don't know that's wise for me and Steve. I'm not trying to inhale corpse dust and then
there's enough corpse dust in my front yard.
Also true. So maybe we're immune to it. Naturally, your immunity would be significantly higher because
I'm not trying to get abducted by aliens. I'm putting that out there right now.
Well, what if that's the only shot?
I'm not coming back.
You don't know that.
I do know that because I will die.
Why?
Because I'm going to fight them. Then I'm crashing that fucking ship.
Yeah, I think skinwalkers use it too, though, don't they?
We're all going down.
Or bone, yeah, or bone dust, whatever the hell it is, same thing.
I'm putting that out there. If I get abducted by aliens,
you think you can drive? You think you can drive the ship?
I'm driving it straight into the fucking ocean.
So you can drive it. Why would you pick the ocean? That's stupid.
Because that's the plan. Remember, we're going to use the ocean to fight the aliens.
Who said that?
Me, when I'm going to drain the oceans. That way we find all the terrestrial gigantic kaiju down there to fight the aliens.
Oh, okay. I'm just not. I'm gonna be not there for that mission. I'm gonna stay on land with a walkie-talkie and act like I'm your boss.
Okay.
You just report in. That's all.
Kyle, I'm at the controls.
drive that bitch
into the ground.
now.
Welcome to Earth.
Steve, I got a better idea. How about instead of the ocean, you fly it into a volcano?
Yeah. Now you're
And
talking.
then it'll explode and shoot you out like a rocket back at the aliens, and you'll decimate them.
The other aliens?
Yeah.
The mothership.
Yeah, the mothership. There you go.
So,
It'd be kind of like Independence Day, only our version would be cooler.
yeah.
Could you imagine if we were the ones in Independence Day? That'd have been a great movie.
It would have.
I still kind of wished we would have got invited to be in Sharknado.
There's still time.
Think so?
They're probably on like Sharknado 46.
True. Shout out if you're still listening. Get us in. Put me and Steve in Sharknado.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we won't let you down.
That was the thing.
Yeah, because wasn't he like he was communicating with us?
Yeah, but it wasn't for Sharknado.
No, but
He was casting a paranormal thing.
I don't remember, but I just remember you saying he was the director of Sharknado, and I was like, dude, you got like, please put us in Sharknado.
Oh, what's this? They saw a 45-foot cigar-shaped UFO, and one time she woke up to it being so bright inside her room she couldn't see anything, and then it started shrinking down into a ball and disappeared. No, I'm not trying to.
So you're not even trying to see UFOs?
I will every time I see. Let this be known, anyone that hangs out with me. Every time I'm driving and I see a weird light in the sky, I will make it a point to either pull over or roll down my window and give the light the finger.
And yet you don't want to be abducted. I feel like that's equivalent to shining a flashlight at a UFO.
I know it's not. It's the opposite, because if you shine a flashlight at it, you're saying, "Hey, come here," but I'm doing this, and it's saying, "Hey, don't come here."
Yeah, but I feel like that is offensive, and they'll get you.
Come get it.
You literally just said, I don't want to be abducted.
I don't, but I don't want them to abduct me peacefully. I don't want them to think I want them here. I want them to know that if you come here, it's going to be a problem. I'm a big guy. It's going to take 19 of you little motherfuckers to carry me out.
I don't know if that's true, man.
Watch it.
I would.
Yeah, they start probing me. I'm not responsible for what happens after that. You get it started, you got to finish it. Come on with it.
I'll just be in the corner being like, sucks to suck, dude. And I don't really know who I'm making that statement for, but I'm making it for somebody. It would be kind of.
I wouldn't taunt them. I'm not taunting them. I'm just letting you know. Just putting it out there. Go fuck with somebody else.
How do you think it would feel? Just give a Gray just a good right to the forehead. Just boom, bust that thing.
Excellent. Feel excellent.
How do you think he would take the hit?
I think it'd be shock.
Yeah,
a pure shock.
You think it would knock him down?
I don't know how he would react.
I feel like I could hit him hard enough to like, just like no nothing, just like a pin, just pink.
Yeah, there's no mass to them. They got that big head. They're already
they're already lopsided.
I feel like that's just how it'd be.
That's what I'm calling every gray alien that we ever see. I'm just gonna call him Lopper.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him bobbleheaded fuck. See how they like it. Welcome to Earth. Just turn around and leave.
This one human is so rude. He calls us all bobbleheaded fuck.
They get their abductions, like their abduction pamphlet, and they see my address on there. They're like, "Fuck,
not this guy
again."
God, that's awesome.
I do. I just don't have any. I don't have any patience for them. Right. I don't feel like they are good. So I'm not going to be good.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of debate on them, but
like one of them clown punching bags, you hit it, it just goes. What if you punch it and it punches you right back? I don't think I'd be ready for that.
Oh, man, I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cooler. Because then it's
I'd be
like,
what?
oh God, Steve, if that happens, and it doesn't matter. This is what has to happen, okay?
Okay, I'm good.
Even more so if I'm the one that throws the punch and then gets punched, you are to instantly cue Mortal Kombat theme song.
Okay.
Instantaneously. And then we are just going to look at it and be like, you fucked up. You have just agreed and entered to the rules of Mortal Kombat. You're not allowed to use no tasers, no fucking make us go to sleep shit, no levitate. Like you have just agreed to Mortal Kombat. We are fighting to the death now.
Yeah. And then
It's
right
gonna
after
be
the Mortal
awesome.
Kombat theme song plays, it's just going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance music.
Oh God, that'd be perfect.
They hear the glass shatter. They know. They know what's up.
I know, Twiz. I know.
Yeah, the ones that fight back don't come back.
But Steve, Twiz, it's not a video game.
This is real life, Twiz.
This is Mortal Kombat.
This is intergalactic Mortal Kombat. Okay.
Oh, I wish I'm Scorpion. Freaking awesome.
What's up, trucker? We're just talking about fighting aliens again. That's kind of how it always goes.
Yeah.
Because whatever. My parents heard on the police scanner there was a green monster with red eyes in where was that? What? In Ganado, Arizona. Interesting. They all saw it running through the houses. Like in between the houses or inside the houses? Look, trucker's down to fight.
Hell yeah.
Tag him in.
And you know what, Twiz? I'm taking it back. No, Twiz, it's Mortal Kombat, dude, with mortals. Come on, catch up. But I will take it back.
So
I am okay with Mortal Kombat-esque powers, but it's got to be on the up and up. So, with that being said, like a taser, I'll take a zap. Like if picture Sub-Zero's ice ball they shoots at you. If it's just like a taser ball that hits you and then it's over with, all right, cool. I can deal with that. Right? I can deal with that. You just can't you can't cheat and just do instant knockout and then take me to the operating table. You can't do that.
Yeah, they got to play by Kyle's rules. God damn.
That's what I'm saying.
It was outside.
And I know Twiz. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan.
Kyle gets the piss ball.
Fuck yeah.
They're gonna be like, how did this human get a urinal cake? That's how they can travel light years. They just piss on this thing and just vaporizes it. There's no waste.
Yeah.
Dylan, I'd probably twist my ankle if I used Graze.
That'd be the best ever. Steve goes to set it up and then he just goes, oh shit, falls over.
Sprained my ankle.
You just laying there holding it. Kyle, you got to finish it.
I'll tag in.
Like, Steve, you didn't even start it.
They're weed whacker after gray. Hell yeah. Their head is an upside down speed bag.
It is.
I feel like that's where people go wrong. They just don't punch enough. We missed you too, trucker. Oh yeah, we forgot that. Sweet chin music. My leg wouldn't go that high.
Oh, they're
not tall. They're not tall. So
it is sweet chin music.
Yeah, 3-footer. Long.
Like if you've seen, we kind of kick like Jason Momoa does in Minecraft movie.
Oh God, Twiz does have Juggalo powers. Juggalo.
Duh.
Is that accepted in the intergalactic Mortal Kombat Twizz's
Yes.
Juggalo powers?
It would be even cooler if we got powers in it. Then it'd be real Mortal Kombat. Then it's game on.
Brother John's gonna have chainsaw hands. It does
What?
need to be a television show.
What does?
Bob says, I want this TV show, you two fighting aliens in comical ways.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Pitch Putt, what's up?
As long as it's of the gray entities.
Yeah, they're just little worker bees anyway. Are they even gonna fight back?
I'm not trying to fight reptilians and insectoids.
No. Praying mantis will just bite your head off.
They will fuck us up fast.
Illinois is a black hole that sucks your soul out the soles of your feet.
Duh.
Which is why I wear shoes all the time. Twiz is speaking in tongues.
That sucks.
Juggalo tongues. I think he just cursed us.
He did. Sorry if anybody's furniture is beginning to levitate.
Sorry if you have an unnatural affinity for Fago now.
I hope that was the curse.
Yeah. You can't do anything but Fago.
Yeah, Twiz says everything you taste is gonna taste like Fago. You eat a chicken nugget from McDonald's and it tastes just like Fago. Consistency in everything. Your mind can't even wrap itself around it. You're like, I just ate a chicken nugget, and yet I feel like I drank Fago.
Dollar Tree Fago. Flat
Ew,
Fago.
That's gross.
Still trying to figure out what this monster was that was running around. I feel like people need to send us in every monster report ever. But there's a bunch of people that already do that.
Yeah, but we could always use more.
That's true. That's true.
We're never not taking applications for that.
We're never not fighting aliens, and we're never not down to hunt monsters.
Bro, I'm just trying to fight aliens. In Mortal, we have to download that song to our phones now. Mortal Kombat theme song.
What if there's a Stone Cold Steve Austin mashup?
Well, the combination of the two, yeah, that'd probably be way too intense.
Yeah, the aliens would just leave. Like you just watch the oceans open up and all those big motherships just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they're like, fuck these guys, man. Why do they have to mix like two of the hardest things ever? Makes me want to watch the first Mortal Kombat.
I need to make a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt for merch.
Yeah.
We got the Hollow World Order shirt that needs to come out. I think that's gonna be a ripper. Because I would wear it every day. Degeneration X. Hell yes. I was gonna talk about some other stuff, but I forgot now. Once we get once we get on alien fighting, it's over.
Yeah, and we're usually good for chaos the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's over. Once we get
usually the last 30 minutes are just pure chaos.
Because I don't like aliens. That's why
we're having a real job.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Being abducted by aliens or being abducted by the man.
True. Both have unfavorable end results.
Yeah, at least I don't have to hang out with the aliens 40 hours a fucking week.
That's also true. And you don't remember it. Much love, Colleen.
Yeah, thanks, Colleen. Verge. Yeah. Aliens like JJ, no.
Well, as long as they like Steve and not me.
Kyle was on it.
I don't know how.
This morning, or not this morning, the beginning of the show. I love it. I love when Kyle dialed in. Like he has specific targets he's after. Boom.
Sometimes I catch things and I remember to bring him up on the night shift.
I have a missing time with the UFO encounter. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's gross.
Write it out and send it into us. Hollowskypodcast.com. Or what the fuck did I just say? Hollowskypodcast@gmail.com.
Same thing.
Fight your boss or fight the aliens. How about the aliens fight my boss?
There you go. I like that mashup.
You're sassy, Twiz.
Say, well, when this world isn't, actually, when the world tries to take a shit on you all the time, you get a little sassy from time to time. It happens.
Sometimes you just gotta bring the sass.
Give that sass.
But anywho, Kyle might be a Fey Lord.
That sounds fucking sick.
Yes. God, I hope.
I don't know how, but fuck, I do like gnomes.
He has always liked gnomes.
I've always liked gnomes. Yeah, I do. And actually, me and the wife were talking about. That's so weird that you say that, because me and the wife were talking about buying more gnomes to put, because we're adding more plants around the house and shit.
My fucking forks.
Probably.
Dude,
I gotta arm the army.
When you come over to record, that's what's happening. You're like, oh hey, I'm gonna go get a soda, and they're like, just shove them into your pants.
Yeah, that way all the gnomes have weapons.
Fucking knew it. That's awesome. Yes, Kyle, that's awesome.
A fucking Fey Lord.
Connect with your Fey ancestors. I'll do all the dark occult shit. You do the Fey shit, and who's gonna stop us?
No one.
No one.
I'm gonna have the most vicious, little pissed army this world has ever seen. It's gonna be awesome, and that's the cool thing about the Fae. You got things that fly. You got little ground assholes. I can do it all.
Your whole house is just a Fey trap.
The Fae are pretty cool.
You already do.
I don't know what that means, JJ.
Didn't JJ say there's gnomes and shit in my backyard?
Yeah.
That was setting off my.
Yeah. I don't think she ever said I have. But apparently I'm a Fey Lord now.
Fey Lord.
I am way more excited about that than I probably should be.
It's got a ring to it.
Doesn't it? It just sounds right.
I already have a mad eye.
That is true.
Besides the hollow cult.
So I'm a Fey Lord. I'm just changing my name to Fey Lord. You're the Swag Lord. I'm the Fey Lord.
That's true.
You're actually legitimately in my phone as Swag Lord.
What else would I be?
That's what I'm saying.
God, the Fey Lord. That's got
a ring to it.
We got to manifest it. Now.
I think I'm gonna get that tattooed across my throat.
Should.
Fey Lord.
We need to start leaving the Fey gifts at your house.
Probably.
I'll take all the haunted shit into my house. You take all the Fey.
I gotta fuel the army.
Yeah. Join the gnome religion.
It is crazy that me and the wife were just talking about buying more gnomes for around the house.
Yeah. It's your calling.
It is. I guess I'm a Fey Lord now.
I feel like you need to like create your Diablo character around being the Fey Lord.
Good call. I'm gonna have to start changing it to Fey Lord.
Yeah.
Still, honestly though, if you think about it, Legion, Fairy, or Fey Lord, kind of the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Commander of many.
You were destined for this. Now we have to lock in and figure out how to utilize them.
Bro, if I can get a gnome friend, cool. I'm saying game over.
And I feel like you don't have to worry about developing trust since you're the Lord.
Also true. There'll be dedication there.
Yeah.
Although I won't rule with an iron fist.
Like if it were me, I would have to develop trust with the gnomes. You, it's just accepted.
Yeah, it's just natural.
You were chosen.
It's true. I am chosen. I'm chosen. Fey Lord.
Kyle Fey Lord Hollow Sky Montgomery the Third.
I don't know what Montgomery the Third has to do with it.
That's your Fey name.
Oh, I don't really like it, but whatever. I'll roll with it.
You have to respond to whatever they call you. My
What's that
roommate has
iron?
28 gnomes. Damn. No iron. Faye does not like the iron.
Yeah, well, they're all gonna get fucking what do you call that?
They love honey, sweets, and shiny things.
Polymer. I got some Uncrustables in a fridge. They could have those.
Yeah, we can spray paint them silver.
Yeah. And they're specifically honey and peanut butter. They'll fuck with those.
Glad I came in the live at this point. Yeah, Kyle's a Fey Lord. If you did,
Yeah, I didn't know that. We just found that out.
So, like, think about it. If I get a haunted army, you get a Fey army.
The aliens won't handle that smoke.
Interesting.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have all the little Fey dress up as Mortal Kombat characters.
Yes,
it's the best idea ever.
They all are holding my forks as weapons.
Yeah, well, the one is gonna have to like duct tape it to his arm, so he's like Baraka. Big things that come out. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be so cool.
See you, Rachel. Hope the gnome feeding goes well. That's awesome. I would not have thought you to be a Fey Lord, but now that it's out there, it makes the most sense.
I'm not mad at it.
It makes the most sense, honestly.
I am not mad at it.
Whenever I'm over at your house, I always look for the gnome in the garage.
Yeah, he's there. He's been steady there.
I look to see if he moves.
I don't do that, but he might.
Oh, that's sick. I used to have dreams about gnomes. They were teaching me how to do magic.
That's cool.
That is fucking cool.
They're pretty cool. They're legit.
I feel like Twiz knows a thing or two about magic.
His is from a darker side, though.
Juggalo magic.
Juggalo magic.
Oh, we've currently got a gnome count going on. Kaylee and the roommate are counting the gnomes.
I've always been scared to set mine outside. I don't want anybody to take him. I've had that gnome for probably, I don't know, at least 18 years.
That's
he's OG.
Gnome dedication there.
Yeah, he's OG. Had him for a long, long time.
Original gnome.
Yeah.
Solid. Solid. Hot glue and air tag on him. Oh man,
that's a good idea.
Crazy? If someone stole the gnome, then we can go on a recon mission to save the gnome.
That would be cool. I would still highly advise you don't steal my gnome, please.
Yeah, but
that is a good tactic.
If you do steal the gnome, know that you are subject to anything that we have to do to get the gnome back, and we will be videotaping it.
Dang. Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
Just put up a little gnome barrier.
The hurricane deterring gnome barrier.
Yeah, if I command a Fey army, Paranormal World is fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to learn more. As JJ, you're gonna have to write me an email about how I'm a Fey Lord and what that entails and what I need to do to capitalize on Fey Lordness.
And how he has to dress.
That's also true.
You have to start dressing like if you're gonna walk the walk or talk the talk, you're gonna have to dress the dress.
Yeah. I've already got like kind of magical hair. I guess I just need to expand my wardrobe.
I'm gonna wear a sick wizard hat.
You should fucking wear a wizard hat.
I wish I was a fucking wizard. That'd be sick.
I mean, you probably can be.
I know, but I can't focus good enough to become a wizard. Goth Kyle. That could be the intro to your OnlyFans. You dress as a Fey Lord.
It's true.
We have not talked about the Bigfoots online. I have seen a couple new sightings.
I didn't see the video everybody's talking about. I haven't seen that yet.
There's one and the Bigfoot's really skinny.
That's cool.
Skinny foot. That looks weird. And then there was one with a look. It's so hard to tell, like looking at a Bigfoot in the woods to see, like, to tell how big it is because there's nothing for reference.
Yeah.
Because I don't live there, but Kyle would have a vibe of David Bowie from the Labyrinth.
I don't know what that looks like.
Oh, just hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
I would have a piss ball. Actually, as a Fey Lord, I don't think I'd need a piss ball at that point. That could be more Steve's repertoire.
Why would I? I'm the haunted guy. I don't need a piss ball. Oh god, this is taking me to Reddit. What have I opened? Whoops. It is very Kyle-esque. We're gonna have to do something with the hair. We're gonna have to work on the hair a little bit. But that's fine. Oh, it's even Kyle. This one even has you holding the piss ball. Love it.
I don't want a piss ball though.
Love it.
All I want is a fucking. Well, the piss ball does make noises, so I could probably program that to play Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mortal Kombat theme.
Yeah.
And it floats. I mean, it might actually be pretty convenient to have around now that I think about it.
I'm just gonna share this one because it does look
I
like
will have a little Fey army that may or may not need to go potty.
Here. We're just gonna show this one.
Ooh,
There you
that's a
go,
little.
bud.
I don't know if I can grow that hair out.
I feel like you could if you tried.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be more like Kurt Russell from his Christmas movie.
A Kurt Russell Christmas.
No, just Google that. Just Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. I feel like I could do that hair.
Kurt Russell is I feel like you could do that. Beard is the beard is gonna be something.
Yeah, but don't you feel like eventually my hair could look like that? I feel like it'd be pretty close.
Would you be able to? Oh, this is a whole ass costume. You can buy the whole costume for $155.
That sounds like a ripoff.
But I feel like it would be worth it.
I mean, like it's not real. Like it's a terrible deal. Yeah, see, I could totally do. I feel like my hair would look like that if I let it grow out.
I feel like it would too.
That looks like a fake picture of him too. It doesn't look real.
Uh,
It looks like him as an action figure.
I mean, it's Kurt Russell. He's the human action figure.
He's a pretty cool guy. I'm not gonna lie. God, Santa face. Yes.
I mean, you are this generation's Kurt Russell.
I'll accept that.
Yeah,
I'll accept that.
yeah, 100%.
I feel like I said, I could totally have his hair. It just is what it is.
The piss ball.
Like I said, it might not be a bad thing to have around if I got a Fey army.
Yeah, I did not expect you to become a Fey Lord tonight.
Me neither, but it's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool. Kaylee, before you go, what was the final gnome count? Did I miss it?
Alright, the movie was good.
Oh, but it is about that time, Hollow Cult. Thanks for hanging out with us 100 times over.
Yeah.
What's that say about all of you? You're pretty cool.
You're dedicated just like we are.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Maybe a little slow, just like we are. But you're dedicated. And nobody can take that from you.
No, there's a lot of OGs that hung out in the chat tonight.
Oh,
a lot of new faces, a lot of OGs. 30, over 50 if you count the stickers. Stickers count. Stickers count. Twiz been here since night shift number 2. God damn.
You're a OOG.
Never missed a night shift. That's what's up.
That's nuts. That's crazy that there have been people out there who've been just as many night shifts as we have.
That is crazy.
Actually, technically more, because there's some that we've missed collectively.
Yeah.
That we've done solo. So that means that they've been to more than we have.
We have. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
We have perfect attendance. We don't even have perfect attendance.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And this
is my first Agent
this
Green getting right in. You know what? It's a good place to start.
Yeah.
It gave you kind of a feeling how the night shift goes. We usually focus a little bit on some seriousness, and then we just go off the rails. Kyle becomes Paylord. I fight aliens. It's just how it is.
It's not a bad thing, man.
No, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Right?
Yeah.
We're not pro aliens here.
No.
If that's your bag, you're not gonna have a good time.
I mean, I like talking about them, but
I like thinking about fighting them.
Well, naturally.
So you just have to, if you see a weird light in the sky,
flip it off.
Videotape it, take a picture of it, give it the finger. You can videotape you giving it the finger as long as the UFO is in there.
That would be a fucking epic picture.
It would be. That's what's going to happen. Whenever the invasion starts, guaranteed, there's going to be a giant mothership breaking into the atmosphere, and I'm just going to be standing there just.
Bro, I hope that is.
Get it.
If we get any definitive proof of UFO pictures outside of the one that you have and we posted, I hope that is it. I hope somebody clearly takes a picture of them flipping off a UFO. And it's without a question a UFO.
Welcome to Earth.
Without a question, them flipping it off. It'd be the best picture. I would change that to our profile picture.
I would too. Welcome to Earth. All right, then. We're going to wrap it up. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I got to go to bed. I got to work.
Kyle's got to work.
We
got to record tomorrow because everything's all jacked up. Jobs are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's thrown off. It's going to be fine. So, again, happy 100, Holocult. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Because we, it
is appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah. But on that note, stay safe, stay weird, and here's to the next 100. It's fine. Everything's fine.